Millennial Gaze.
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your girl May Money back again. We got the homie Katie over here. Say what's up, Katie.
My mouth is full.
Hey, Katie says what's up. She's munching. She's feeding two people today. You know what I mean? So anywho, so welcome. It is our Thursday show, episode 41, actually. I don't think we mentioned that we hit 40 episodes last on Monday. So hey, Willette, good to see you. So yes, thank you guys so much for being here. Invite a friend, make sure you're comfortable, you're warm. I know it's cold in a lot of these places out here. Sunny California actually had a nice day. So we got a little reprieve from the crispier, chillier weather. And so I hope everybody is doing well under the circumstances. So while you're here, please be sure to like, comment, and share our stream. It really helps us out. If you like our content and you want to help support and grow our channel and grow our community, please be sure to do all those things and hang out with us in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. So yeah, today we got a few things to talk about. We're gonna give some updates on ICE and that escalation. It's absolutely just moving at a breakneck speed at this point. And then
like of all places, Minneapolis. I mean, I know there's reason behind it, but like besides George Floyd, when have we ever been like, man, that Minneapolis is such a hellscape? You know what I mean?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I never even really thought about Minneapolis until like George Floyd. Really, I think maybe there's a few other little doodads here that may have happened, but
yeah,
nothing of note that I can think of anyway. But then, of course, Tim Walz is there, and he's an opponent, and so of course there's a target on anybody that is in blue states or
absolutely
a political opponent or whatever. So. Oh, I mean, God, we'll get into that. So yes, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking a little bit about the abandonment of our government, and talking about that. That is a huge topic of the day, at least for me. And so we'll get into that. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about William Sasha Riley, those audio files that me and both Katie listened to, right? All 6 of them you listened to? I did too. So I haven't really appreciated how people been speaking on it and didn't take the time to actually listen to the testimony. So we actually listened to the shit, and so we will be talking about it because we actually have something to say because we listened to it. So please be sure to hang in there because we got a lot of important things to go through. So get comfortable.
Yep. It is a good word choice.
Yep. So yeah. So Katie, are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Let's go into the Millennial Minutes. All right.
This shit might be escalating. I feel like it is escalating. And all we can do is share videos and be outraged on the internet. I seen somebody get their ass whooped. I'm talking about swung from the ground after their windows got broken by ICE and everybody had their phones out. Like, I can't imagine getting my ass whooped by somebody that wasn't a part of authority and everybody got their phones out. Now imagine me being in a vulnerable position. I got authority on me and everybody got their phones out. So now I'm just going viral with clicks and views to get my ass whooped and nobody did nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know what you can do because nobody want to be a martyr. Nobody want to sacrifice nothing, but goddamn, boy, you getting your ass whooped and everybody put out them phones. It remind me of like 2013 World Star, and that's pretty much what we've gotten at. As a culture, as a society, the only thing we know to do is pull out a phone. If somebody's drowning, pull out a phone. Somebody getting beat up, somebody pull out a phone. Somebody hungry, pull out a phone. Somebody dancing, pull out a phone. It's like, even in crisis, you pull out a phone. And I don't even know, being fair, what can I ask from people other than pull out the phone? Because shit, we all scared and all uncertain, huh? This shit might be escalating.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, he's 100% right. It's like, I think the most part for the stuff that's happening right now, the whole pull out the phone is just so there's proof.
Hey, I mean, I feel like not everybody got to pull out their phone though, right? Like, I feel like if there's 2, 3 y'all recording, you could at least, juke them out or try to get in the way or something. But nah, but no, for real. People are getting way. I don't need my ass. He said world star. Like, I don't need my ass whooping to be recorded and go viral. Well, I do, but also like, I mean, y'all couldn't have done nothing to help. Nobody, no, I don't need 5, 6, 7 different angles. I need somebody to help me. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and I get that, but it's also like, I mean, it is helpful in some cases because, like, look at what's going on with Renee Good, where the government is literally being like, "Oh, she's a domestic terrorist," and there's like 6 different views of the shooting itself that show that they're full of shit.
Well, of course, but what I think what I have to say is that the recordings, they are helpful. Don't get me wrong, and having them by different angles, but they're not helpful now. They'll be helpful later when we actually are doing like court cases and like
proper investigations
and investigations again. Like, that's when it'll be helpful. But right now, in the meantime, it's not gonna do anything. So we just kind of have to just kind of be aware of that. I don't really know exactly how to fix that, but no, he's right. Everybody just think that the phone is just the way to go to solve problems, and there's other ways that we can also be active and proactive about doing things. And the phone isn't the answer to every single one of our fucking problems, okay? Especially when you're getting your ass whooped, okay?
Yeah. But also too, like, look at the guy literally who shot her, who was recording on his phone in one hand and had the gun in the other.
Exactly.
Like, how stupid and unprofessional can you be? Like, there's no limit to their stupidity.
No, he wanted that shit. He wanted her murder to be on the fucking phone. Idiot.
Disgusting.
Yeah. All right, let's
like
the next one.
Real quick, I like what Willette said. He wants somebody to get their butt kicked too. I go to the chiropractor every week. That's funny.
Right.
That made me giggle. We need that right now.
Yeah, let's go to the next one.
All right.
This message is for white people. So when I grew up, my mom would always try to wake me up and get me ready so that I could get on the school bus on time. And then some days I would just oversleep, or I would ignore her because I wanted that extra fucking sleep because it was just so cozy and comfortable and I just felt so good while I was sleeping. And then ultimately I'd miss the bus, and then my mom would cuss me out, get me dressed, and have to drive me to school. But she's cussing me out the whole fucking way there because she told my ass to get up. That is me as a black person participating in anything political right now, because we told you niggas to get the fuck up. You niggas did not want to get up. You niggas was so fucking comfortable. It was, oh, sleepy. Oh, 5 extra minutes. 5 extra minutes. You bitches wanted 5 extra minutes so bad. You got it. Y'all wanted 5 extra minutes so bad. You got the 5 fucking extra minutes. Now we driving you bitch ass niggas to school, and we barely want to fucking drive y'all. Y'all wanted 5 extra minutes, and y'all got the shit. Now we barely want to drive you niggas to school, and we cussing y'all ass out the whole fucking way because we told y'all ass to get the fuck up, and y'all didn't want to get up. You niggas didn't want to get up. Y'all wanted 5 extra minutes so fucking bad. You got it. Congratulations. It's the fucking country you have. Now they killing y'all ass. Now y'all actually care. What the fuck? 5 extra minutes. That's all y'all fucking wanted. So just know, while anything I'm politicating in right now, I barely want to be there, bro. Because we told you niggas so fucking long ago. And you niggas did not care because it wasn't happening to y'all on a mass level. It was happening to us, so it was fucking cool. Fuck y'all. This message is...
Sorry, I forgot that she dropped the N-word quite a few times, but...
Are you guys related?
Like, are we related?
She sounds just like everything. I'm like, no, like, she sounds like everything you say all the time. Minus certain words getting dropped. But
yeah. I have my occasion. I'll occasionally accidentally drop one in the wrong place sometimes when I'm heated. So I feel her though. But for real, like, I've been preaching this since day one, ever since I got on this channel. And so yeah, so I just well, there's that. do with that what you will, white people. That ain't for me. That's for y'all. So I hope that was helpful.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Right.
I wouldn't have used some of those words just for various reasons, but
yeah.
I understand why she used those words.
Yeah. She's definitely angry.
But
whew,
it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so many people were just like, oh, it doesn't concern me. Oh, it won't happen to me. And it's, yes, it will. And look at it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. This next year is gonna be a doozy. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. I mean, it already 15 days in already. We've hit the point of where, like, I don't know. It took Hitler 53 days. Luckily, we're dealing with idiots, like I said on Monday. But like, I'm starting to feel like we're getting close to those proverbial 53 days. You know. So do with that what you will as well. The ice leak is way better. Okay, that's the next one. All right. Anything more you got to say before we move on?
I'm just reading some of the comments. Angry Army Vet says it may not land like she intended for it to, because some of the words, but she wasn't lying. Nope.
It ain't not like very many people are listening anyway, so say whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, their side is, so why can't we?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not. White people don't say some of those words, but let's go. Oh,
I talked about that on a few episodes ago. We had a whole.
I think it was I think it was the first one back. You talked
the first one back. So right after New Year's on a Monday. So if you go back into our archives and you want to hear about my trip to New Orleans, I share pictures and everything. What's up, Pitchforks? Always lurking and working. Getting that money. Bang bang Niner gang. All right, but yeah, let's go ahead and update you guys on some ICE stuff and just various other escalations.
Did you have, I just want to ask real quick, did you have a timestamp for this or just start at the beginning?
Just start at the beginning.
Okay, just checking.
Major league at ICE, 4,500 agents have been named and been put on a website. Their identities are now exposed, and deadly force documents have been leaked and explain what ICE should and should not be doing. And on top of all of this, a woman applied to ICE and got accepted despite not turning in any paperwork that's been reported on.
Dear God.
First, let's get to this main story where 4,500 ICE and Border Patrol employees, including almost 200 agents working in frontline enforcement, have allegedly been released by a Department of Homeland Security whistleblower following last week's fatal shooting of Renee Good. This alleged leak to ICE, a self-styled accountability initiative, is believed to be the largest ever breach of DHS staff data. It appears to include names, work, emails, telephone numbers, roles, and some resume data, including previous jobs of federal immigration staff. ICE list founder Dominic Skinner told the Daily Beast that, quote, "It is a sign that people aren't happy within the U.S. government. Clearly, that shooting of Renee Good was the last straw for many people." According to Skinner, who leads the volunteer-run website, which, by the way, is called ICE List. It's right here. And as you can see, it's so overrun, but it's not even running fast. It's not loading. But it is called icelist.is. And they are going to put the names of the agents on this site. Prior to the leak, Skinner said he'd received on Monday, ICE List had been in possession of details of around 2,000 federal immigration staff, including names it has chosen not to be public. Roughly 800 of these, he said, are frontline agents or are permitted to deputize for them on the ground. The latest leak brings details of the total number of federal immigration staff in its possession to around 6,500. Skinner said he plans to list the majority of names the project is able to verify because ICE and CBP are in clear need of reform. And I believe working for either is a bad move on a moral level. He added, quote, We will make exceptions on a case-by-case basis, the best examples of which will be those who work in childcare within the agency and nurses. There will be more exceptions, but we will have a discussion once the team flags the position as something we need to think twice about. This is actually incredible. Now, the DHS has actually responded to this, and they said publicizing their identities put their lives and the lives of their families at serious risk. Well, maybe their lives wouldn't be at serious risk, and maybe they wouldn't be in danger if they weren't breaking the law and they weren't terrorizing cities.
Right.
And if they weren't
right.
trying to instigate a civil war in our country, maybe they would be totally fine. Maybe if they
right, like maybe if they weren't breaking the law and modern day Nazis.
Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. You ever learn that in fucking elementary school? You dumb fucks. Oh my God. Always complaining and whining and bitching about, oh my God. Oh, our lives are at risk. Oh God. After you just went and spent a whole day whooping ass.
Oh, wearing a mask and having a mandate is communism.
Get that shit out of here, bro. Stupid ass motherfuckers. But that is good news that people are really we got our internet sleuths, we got our tech nerds and shit out here on the cases, there are a lot of people that do great work in the dark parts of the internet. I don't know how they do it, but amen to them. So hey, let's do what we got to do, because ain't nobody here to help us, and we will talk more about that later.
Jazzy says any type of agent or officer should be required to ID themselves. Otherwise, that is quite literally secret police. Absolutely. I saw this one sign that somebody had at a protest that said, it's called ICE because they don't know how to spell Gestapo.
Huh. That's funny. Man, actually, a lot of people don't know how to spell Gestapo. Actually, I saw
but I
saw in Don Lemon's chat people spelling it with an A instead of an E.
I mean, at one point, I sometimes have to correct myself because once I said gazpacho, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Don't be pulling that Marjorie Taylor Greene now. Don't be pulling the Marjorie Greene. She did that shit on national television.
Look. I know when to admit I'm wrong.
and she said peach tree dish instead of petri dish.
Well, okay, she's just dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen pictures of them, of like Neanderthals, with what they thought Neanderthals looked like, and it's crazy how similar.
I've seen that picture too. It's pretty crazy. I mean, we could pull that up at the end of the show if we remember. Anyway, let's go on to our next one.
Yes, Midas touch. Nope. Sorry. Come on.
Submit
there we go.
To his authoritarian terroristic tactics. Donald Trump is now threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act, or potentially to declare martial law, regardless of whether he invokes the Insurrection Act or declares martial law. Let's face it, he's basically doing the same thing by sending the ICE and Border Patrol to terrorize Minneapolis and St. Paul and so many other cities around this country. Here's what Donald Trump posted moments ago. He goes, if the corrupt politicians in Minnesota don't obey the law and stop the professional agitators and insurrectionists from attacking the patriots of ICE, who are only trying to do their job, I will institute the Insurrection Act, which many presidents have done before me, and quickly put an end to the travesty that is taking place in that once great state. Thank you for your attention to this matter, DJT. So this is what he's wanted from the outset: to provoke, to terrorize. They were throwing the gas agents and shooting the pepper spray, and pepper balls, and harassing the peaceful communities there. Then they want to create the conditions so they can say Insurrection Act, and they want to do this in all blue states and blue cities before the midterms. Part of this is to distract from the Epstein files and the cover-up of the largest child sex trafficking ring that the DOJ is involved in. And the other part of this is we're heading into the midterms, And I think Trump wants to kind of shut down the elections in blue states from taking place. Now, while that is going on, we showed you video this morning that we were able to uncover at the Midas Touch Network of this party that's been taking place at Mar-a-Lago, where the people are wearing these dog masks. Remember the movie Eyes Wide Shut? Some have said, well, apparently Eyes Wide Shut was a movie about Mar-a-Lago and Jeffrey Epstein, because if you look at what was taking place, eerie photos of people at Mar-a-Lago wearing dog masks, engaging in debauchery as the American people are suffering, as Americans can't afford groceries, as grocery prices in December were the highest they've been in many, many, many years, as inflation continues to go up. And what the Trump regime is now saying, in addition to saying they're going to invoke the Insurrection Act or declare martial law, is that Americans should be happy if they just get to eat one piece of chicken, one piece of broccoli, and one corn tortilla. And you may be saying, what are you even talking about? Well, the Agriculture Secretary, Brooke Rollins, said that really what Americans should just be eating is just one piece of each, just like you should maybe have $1, $2, maybe one pencil. This is how the Trump regime wants to distribute its resources as part.
Distribute its resources?
Bruh.
That's not resources. They're openly just like, all right, we're going to kill them all at some point.
They say you can have one piece of broccoli, one slice of chicken, and a pencil.
I saw somebody like online comparing it to like literal, that's what prisoners get meal wise.
That shit is like some SNL shit. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's like the bare minimum food. Well, look at what they did with the fucking the food pyramid upside down.
No. Oh geez. Oh, I guess I better eat my piece of broccoli now because they're gonna take it away. Oh, they're coming from my broccoli. I had my one piece now, sir.
Meanwhile, they're eating fucking caviar and shit while they're having their weird ass sex orgy parties, and we're gonna talk about that a little later.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Because I found that today first before you did, and you were just like, the hell is this? And I immediately, I didn't even see like the comments on it. For those who don't know, me and my husband are huge movie buffs. Like, we love movies. That was one of the first movies we watched together. He's like, oh, it's a great movie. It's a great movie, but it's fucked up. It's like one of Stanley Kubrick's last movies he ever made before he died. Like, it's, ugh.
All right. Well, let's keep but one thing I will say though, one Flora, exactly. Don't let them know I got another one in here. I didn't know I was only supposed to have one.
It's like the episode of The Office where they're trying to do their New Year's resolutions, and Kevin's like, eat more vegetables, and he gives him a head of broccoli, and he's like, how do you eat this? This is a new food for me. I bet Trump's never eaten a piece of broccoli in a day in his life.
Probably, you know, and I hope he never does. He doesn't deserve broccoli. Broccoli is delicious. I hope he eats shit for the rest of his life. But one thing I will say about the Insurrection Act, and this is something that pissed me off earlier, I'll get into a little bit later because I'll go way more into it. But he was already going to do that shit anyway. Anybody saying that deploying the National Guard or Tim Walz doing that or not trying to, is that my mic or yours?
That was mine. Sorry, it fell.
Oh, okay. All good. And all like he should be careful because he could do whatever and do whatever with the National Guard. Well, okay, he already want to do the Insurrection Act. He already gonna use the National Guard, so you might as well get him while you can before he enacts that shit. At least you'll have them in your control to where what are you doing, bro?
One of my thoughts about that is like, okay, the stupid dump truck Trump administration loves to make everything transparent and like put it on TV and shit. So why don't like like Democrats and shit, just stop going on TV. Just do shit in the shadows. Don't even tell them. They won't know if you don't tell them. Like, just do it.
They're fucking stupid
at this point.
Right. All this because they're all talk. They ain't doing shit, and they know they ain't doing shit.
It's just
Anyway, let's go to our next video.
It is frustrating as hell. Yes, the hardest working man on the internet.
I have some serious news this evening. There has been another ICE-involved shooting in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Fox News has confirmed that an individual has been shot by an ICE agent and is thankfully stable. I have also spoken with folks on the ground in Minneapolis tonight, and they have also confirmed that a shooting has occurred. Now, the circumstances around the shooting are very unknown at this hour. We don't know the circumstances as to why the shooting happened, how the shooting happened. What we do know is that an ICE agent did shoot an individual. From initial glance, the victim appears to be a 20-year-old man, but that also is not fully confirmed. But what is confirmed is that the shooting did happen tonight, and it is yet another ICE-involved shooting in the United States of America. Now, no matter the circumstances, if you look at the reporting, there have been more ICE-involved shootings since January of 2025 in the past year than we have seen in a long time. And I will continue to provide you updates throughout the night and into the morning hours. So spread the word, and as always, follow along step to date on all the news that you need to know about. I will have more to come very soon. So
What say you to that, Katie?
Are we? I something that I thought of as he was talking was like, why do we keep at this point saying we're the United States? There is nothing united about what's going on in this country right now.
Not at all.
Like, this is one of my family members will tag herself on Facebook in like the not so United States, because it's basically what it is. It's like, like
the fucked up states of America.
Also, I don't know when Aaron Parnas and Ben Meiselas sleep. Like, I feel like they're always on. I think I saw somewhere that Ben Meiselas does a video every 90 minutes. I'm like, bro, do you even move?
That's crazy. I know.
And like, he has a wife and family and shit. I'm like, how do you? It's a big deal for me to take a couple hours at night to, hang out and do this. Like, I can't even imagine like all day, every day.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know. Well, superheroes, man. Hey, do what you got to do. If you're the best at it, then more power to you. I ain't even gonna ask too many secrets. And one thing I will say, you guys, and our new audience members here, you may notice that we show a lot of other content creators, progressives, and left and Democrats and whatever our umbrella, whatever our side is, Antifa, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We like to make sure that we are platforming other like-minded people so that you guys can like learn other people that are putting out like-minded content that you can check out. Because I like to give the views to like CNN and stuff. If I have to show something from CNN, I'd rather give them the view than actually giving CNN the view. So that's kind of how I work. So people might be like, hey May, well, why don't you do source material? I try not to, or I try to just have like real like Instagram stories and stuff like that of real people experiencing the shit, because they're not even these people are a waste of time. So I'm not even gonna.
The mainstream media news outlets are useless and getting more useless by the day.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's be serious.
So yeah. So anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you find a place that's interesting, usually I don't know if Katie puts the links to the clips in the chat, but I don't know. But yeah, but follow these content creators. They're all really, really great. So anyway,
yes, especially CBS, Jazzy.
Yeah,
we got one more in this segment.
Okay. Oh, this one is recent. I added this one to the show.
Breaking news on the 4 unhoused Lakota men that were kidnapped by ICE for being houseless under a bridge in Minneapolis. Currently, one of them has been released. The other 3 have finally been located, and where they found them will shock you. They located them to Fort Snelling, a historical and current concentration camp for Native Americans. It is also the site of the largest mass execution of Native Americans via hanging by the federal government in U.S. history,
How
the
is-
Dakota 38
Oh,
plus 2.
sweet Jesus.
If the racial profiling, if the discrimination, and if the kidnapping of Native Americans isn't enough, I refer to this one example. When one of the residents in Minneapolis who was driving to visit his aunt was pulled out of his car and beaten, and when they phoned his mother, she basically told the agents that he is Native. Therefore, he is a citizen via the Indian Citizenship Act of 1924. Their only response was, "We do not care. Y'all are next." So now, Native Americans are being put into concentration camps in 2026. This is the reality that Indigenous people and other communities of color affected have to live in. And because of this, we are repeating history in where Native Americans are being forced to stay on their reservations and on their tribal lands. Because right now, the way federal agencies have acted and are acting currently, the United States is considered a foreign country. For tribal communities now, it is safer to be on your own sovereign lands than it is the United States of America. Breaking.
Come on now, bro.
Yeah, that's yes, it's very gross. And I know where I'm at, up in like the northeastern part of the country, there's a lot of people that carry, like, I think it's if you're a certain percentage, like in your family lineage, you carry a special card that says like, hey, I'm part of so and so. I'm part of like so and so tribe. Like one of my friends has it, and it's a big deal for people. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And like these families, hey, guess what, you stupid ice white fuckers? Like these families were here long before your ancestors probably were.
Yeah.
And I think back to that. Do you remember that Jubilee debate with Mehdi Hassan? And
I sure do.
And the one guy was like, yeah, white people are Native American. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how stupid are you? Like, I just, the
You don't even
stupidity,
care that they stupid.
the stupidity and the ignorance and the inhumanity is just.
They don't even care that they stupid. They know they stupid and they don't even care.
Well, no, they know they're stupid, so and they can get away with it. They think they can get away with it.
Right.
Well, who knows? Like, it's just.
Well, they are right now currently. That shit's gonna run out. But
yeah,
currently they are getting away with it. So,
and it's just.
Hold on one second, Katie. You keep going. Somebody's knocking on my door. It's probably my niece or nephew. Just keep rolling.
Yeah, and it's just so frustrating because, and there's so many things that are at fault for so much of this misinformation and disinformation, including even like, you know, us in grade school and stuff, and being literally given whitewashed history. And people just not realizing that there's life like outside of their small towns in rural America. Like the reason that most cities in this country are blue is because there's different cultures and different, like big cities. So like Philly, Pittsburgh, New York, LA, like those, even Austin, Texas, I think is like a pretty blue city. And there's a lot of different communities and stuff. And that's because of multiculturalism. And that is the shit that makes this country so great. I remember even at a young age for me, like my parents took me to Europe for the first time when I was 10, and I went and got to see like the beauty of other countries and how other people lived and what was so amazing about it. And so, yeah, I was lucky because I was cultured, you know, at a young age, but I mean, you don't have to travel places to understand that there's other worlds and other ways to live out there. But like these people in this country who support ICE and or even on ICE are just like, I live in this bubble and nothing else matters. And it's like, anyway.
Sorry, guys. That was my nephew saying hi to me. So just saying hi to him real quick. One of them, anyway.
Ooh, that's a good point, Army Angry. That's a really good point. She says, if you want to know real history, you have to seek it out yourself and make it a priority. Yes. And I remember, this is just another quick little rant. I remember when I was in school, and like, you know how you do field trips to certain places and stuff, and everybody in my class would always hate when we would have field trips because they're like, oh, we're going to museums, oh, we're going to this and that. And meanwhile, I was one of those people that was like, hell yeah, give me that culture. Like, I still, to this day, I love going to like museums, and I always love to learn. And that just might be like the musician in me too, because I'm like, I'm one of those people where someone asks you, how did you master your instrument? I'm like, I haven't. I'll be 80 years old and I'll still have shit I haven't learned yet.
And you know, the one thing about music is history in
Hey,
a lot of
Lizzie.
ways. Music is history at the same time. So
Oh, yeah.
it's like art and history at the same time. So it's a really cool avenue to like learn. But one thing I will say, there's a little fun nugget of information. I just found out about this woman that bought a house in West Oakland that is across the street from Huey Newton's house in West Oakland, and she bought the house and just like has it as a museum. And so yeah, and I haven't been there yet, but I just found out about it on Instagram, so I'm gonna go check it out soon with my mom and some other friends if they want to come and
I mean, the town
around and see, because yeah, it has a bunch of Black Panther history in there.
the hometown area where I'm from was very big on certain tribes. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but the town next to my hometown literally took a famous Native American from the United States and like brought him there to bury him, and they named the town after him.
That's cool.
It's interesting.
I like the history, you know.
Oh yeah, and that's like, people call that place like the Sweden of Pennsylvania. That spot, because it is. I will say it is really pretty, but when you live there for as long as I did, you're like, oh yeah,
yeah. Okay, so hey, thank you guys so much for being here. That rounds up that segment. We're gonna go into a really good one, but I just want to plug in and say, please be sure to like and comment and share and subscribe and all those fun things. Bring a friend, engage with us in the chat. We always love having you here. Army Vet, Angry Army Vet, and Jazzy and Lizzie, I see, and Pitchforks is lurking. Willette is one of our legend friends here that I saw earlier, and Momo and all y'all. So thank you guys so much for being here. We love you. And always take care of yourself. So anywho, yeah, we added our new show on Thursday, so you're here on Thursday, but we also have our show on Monday, same time as well. So we added another show for the year. Katie has her show, Katie's Corner. I have my side show, May Money side show. So you can check us out there. We also have our Substack, so articles pop out from time to time from both of us. And yeah, lots of fun things. So in our Instagram, we also just do little short snippets there. So there are plenty of ways to engage with us. You can email us if you want to talk to us that way too. So anyway, those are just all of our plugs. And I hope everybody's warm and comfortable. And yeah, Katie, are you ready to start our next segment about the government abandoning us?
Is that a trick question?
Expect nothing to come from the federal government. So we need our local authorities to stand up or tell us you are abandoning us. Tell us you are going to allow federal tyranny.
That's right.
We're talking about murder.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Say that you're going to leave us at the hands of a federal government that is unchecked, that has no checks, no balances. Tell us that you're going to allow them to murder us and do nothing.
That's right.
Then we can make a decision
That's right.
of who we need in those seats to protect and defend us. So what does that leave? It leaves the state. I'm here today to call upon our local officials to stand up. Say stand up. Stand up. And do something. And do something. Stand up. Stand up. And do something. And do something. Why did we send you here? If the county attorney won't prosecute, if the attorney general won't prosecute, if the governor won't order an investigation, if the sheriff won't conduct an investigation, if the police chief won't conduct an investigation, and then if the BCA this morning will release a statement and say the feds told us to stay out of it, and then they say, okay,
Wow.
we'll stay out of it. When have they ever done that? We locally have the authority to investigate.
Yes.
We expect this county attorney in this county, right here in Minneapolis, to bring charges. We expect this attorney general office to support any investigative needs, any charges that may be brought. The support coming from the top is what we need, because we will get justice nowhere else.
That's right.
They've already said it. They've already expressed it. We should not expect it. We can expect nothing to come from the federal government. So we need our local authorities to stand up or tell us you are abandoning us. Tell us you are going to allow federal tyranny.
That's right.
We're talking about murder.
Come on.
Yeah. Come on. Say that you're going to leave us at the hands of a federal government that is unchecked, that has no checks, no balances. Tell us that you're going to allow them to murder us and do nothing.
That's right.
Then we can make a decision
That's right.
of who we need in those seats to protect and defend us. So what does that leave? It leaves the state. I'm here today.
Okay,
To
I
call
think he went around. I was kind of mesmerized a little bit there.
I was gonna say, I was just kind of like, woo!
Yeah.
Hold on. This is what I say to that.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
you cooking.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, we need, like,
Okay, can you please let us know if you're gonna fuck us over so we can at least go and try something else, and so we can stop even trying to talk to you or engage with you at all because you're a complete waste of time. I would at least appreciate you just letting us know that, you know. If you're not gonna do shit, you could just let us know so that we can figure something else out.
right?
Yeah, you could at least do that. You know,
And I've been noticing too on my Facebook page, especially, like Meta is just trying to infiltrate now, like all Republican congressmen and senators. Because like it's all popping up, because it'll say like if I don't follow somebody, it'll be like subscribe or follow. And I'm like, why am I seeing these D-bags on my Facebook? It's bad enough I have John Fetterman, who's useless. Like,
oh my god.
so on Facebook, y'all be careful.
Yeah, totally. Oh man, but yes, so that actually is a great just lead into the rest of this segment, because I'm just gonna show you what people have been doing, and they've left us out here, and now they have us out here having to defend ourselves and fighting in the streets, like for real, with no help, with nothing, with literally nothing, no direction, no rules of what we can and cannot do. They just left us out here, and so we're gonna show you some stuff about like what's going on and like the situations people are in and how they're fighting back or how they get their ass whooped. But
Hey Jen, welcome.
hey, good to see you. We love having everybody here, of course. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get these clips rolling.
We're here in St. Paul, Minnesota, where the high school has literally walked out. I'm going to show you right here. The entire high school has walked out, and they're headed to the Capitol building. ICE out now. The message is clear. Justice for Renee Good. Immigrants are welcome here. This is an entire high school walkout. I'll be honest. I'm about to cry. I'm going to be honest with you. This is super fucking emotional. I'm just going to let you guys watch. But the high school has walked out in support of their community.
These kids are all right.
Absolutely, just incredible scene. You got the street just shut down. They're heading to the Capitol building, and I want to go up to the Capitol where they're going to end up and listen to their message. Approaching the Capitol now. The march that you just saw isn't even here yet. There's hundreds of other high school students from other high schools that have walked out and pulled up to the Capitol.
That's amazing.
In a pop-up rally. ICE out now. They've literally filled the steps of the Capitol. You can see right here. I'm going to go to the top of the steps and show you a shot of the rest of the crowd. I'm standing on top of the Capitol right now, looking down the steps. I mean, I can literally show you in every direction. There's people. Most of these are high school kids. There are people from the community as well. I mean, most of these are high school kids. This is just moving the way this community is rallying around their neighbors.
The music caught me off guard. All right. I think that's the end of it.
The kids
The music caught me off guard because he was like all talking, and then it was just like kind of came out of nowhere. But
yeah,
hey,
Jen brings up a good point. Joy and community is also resistance.
Yep.
Yeah, the music was a little honky tonk for me.
But... it's like, oh shit! All right, I didn't know we was dancing right now. Let me get.
Yeah, sometimes he'll put music under his videos, and it's
that's
usually just
like
that. It's like stock music. It's not.
Yeah. So
it's not anything that'll get us dinged or something.
Jen said, "What ad open?" I know it was a little jarring for me as well.
Yeah,
but no, we love Jolly. Hey, you know what? Actually, I got a Modelo for the show today because in honor of Jolly, I was thinking about him a lot today when I saw that clip. And I was like, you know what? I know Jolly loves Modelo, so cheers to you, brother. The drink of warriors. You know, like thank you for all that you've been doing. I literally thought about you and got a Modelo for this show, like for real. I'm not even bullshitting you, bro.
I got water, Jolly, but
but yeah, I like how he got emotional and look, so the kids have been left to fight this fight on their own. The high school kids, because the government won't do shit. So that's one front that we have there. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I shall spark up my last little piece here in a second.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like I got water.
Water's good. I got my water here too. I like water. All right. Oh, can I have another piece of broccoli, please? I know I had my one ration of broccoli today, but I do think I've been good. All right.
What the hell? Jen says, what the hell is Gen X doing? By the way, they're in charge now. Where they at? I don't know. They got their.
You see where the millennials at? We here. Millennials is here on and popping. We ready for some shit. What's up?
Y'all,
Ooh.
I ate dinner and now I'm hungry again. Like, ooh,
I'm
oysters.
eating dinner right now and I'm hungry.
You had your one piece.
I've had my florid. Damn, Jazzy. You ain't even gonna save one for me, Jazzy. You gonna snitch on me because I had an extra florid? Oh.
There'll be food monitors out there soon.
Yeah, I know. Hall monitors, man. That's all they are. Bitch ass murderous hall monitors.
I mean, that's basically all that ICE is.
Yeah, seriously.
Is the
Okay. Let's go to our next video because we got a lot of people over here. We got more Ben Mycelis, so he's on the show today.
Yup.
Right now. Wow. And this, the night before that, right, on the night before, you had federal agents firing flashbang grenades at peaceful protesters outside the federal building in Minneapolis. Play this clip.
Yep. Whoa.
Jesus.
Shooting serious munitions at us. Whoa.
Oh, we saw it,
I'm right behind you. That really just came out of the blue. No one was really doing anything here. You think? Shout. You pussy! Suck my dick!
Hey everybody, Ben Mycelis here from the Midas Touch Network.
Because you gotta get them ads in.
Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, so they're just letting people out there just get bombed up and tear gassed, and they're not doing anything. They're not protecting anybody. They're not sending no help, nothing. So what do they expect people to do? And that's my question.
Well, even
answer it for you. But what do they expect people to do? Just do this shit forever?
Well, even when you look at it, it's like this. Could you imagine if we saw this happening in like another country that was like our ally that needed help? We would be in there immediately.
Right.
But we fucked ourselves so bad that nobody wants to help us because they're like, well, he's burned too many bridges. These people have burned bridges and shit. Like, yeah, Army vet PTSD kicking in. I can't even imagine.
Sorry, we should have done a trigger warning.
I'm so sorry.
We have our trigger warning button still too, right, Katie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's make sure that we're using it for our people.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yep. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like, come on now. And PTSD, well, we PT and SD in the fuck out of literally everybody. Even if you didn't have that shit before, I'm certain you have that shit now. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, bro. This shit is crazy.
Hold on, May. I got this.
I just know before this is over, I'm gonna need a whole lot of serious therapy. Look at my eye twitching.
Exactly.
Yep, they're on their way to Denmark to help them with this shit because fuck. Denmark is one of like the happy Denmark and well, then we play at our last live like don't fuck with the Nordics because it's like Denmark, Finland, and Sweden and Norway are like some of the happiest places to live. It's like why would Greenland want to be associated? Greenland doesn't want to be associated with us.
They said they was ready to get active anyway. We already talked about this. They said they gonna up the poll. They don't give a fuck. You can pull up over here if you want to. We don't care. We're not. You're not doing what you think you about to do. Okay, for real. That's what they said.
Well, why would anybody want to join? Like, why would anybody want to join this country? Like, Greenland has free healthcare, and like all those European countries have free college, free childcare, free maternity leave, and paternity leave. Like 4-day work weeks. Like, what? Why would you want to? Why would you want to do this?
That part of the world has already experienced that what we're experiencing. They already have been through this. Okay, they already know what a fucking Holocaust looks like. Okay, and they're not fucking with us. We gonna fuck around and get curb stomped by the fucking world. I'll tell you that.
It's a good point. Collectively traumatized. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. For generations, for real.
Like, I'm wondering, and you
it's gonna take so long to recover
Yeah.
from this bullshit.
and
That
you've
only
talked
took
about
like a year or two.
you've talked about this, May. Like, we'll be lucky if our generation sees the end of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We'll be lucky.
for real. For real. All right, well, let's keep going. Who's next?
Is this Van Hollen talk? Yeah, it's Van Hollen. Oh, this was I've seen this. This is fucked up.
You know, myself and my office have been working with a mom from the state of Maryland. She lived here 20 years. She has 4 kids. She
What's
was
up,
snatched
Democracy
off the
Jesus?
streets by ICE a couple weeks ago. She asked to be released, to be able to visit with her 15-year-old son, who was dying of cancer.
Oh,
They said no. Shame. They said no. He died the next day. Her son died the next day without being able to say goodbye to his mom, and his mom unable to say goodbye to him. That is the lack of humanity. That is the lack of basic human decency that we're seeing from this administration. And that is why you're all out here. We are now working very hard to make sure that this mom at least is released to go to her son's memorial service. Can we do that together? You know, myself and my office have been working with a mom.
I think, yeah, it went around. Okay.
no.
That's just terrible. I'm sorry, Katie. Oh, fuck, we need to use the trigger warning button.
Like, one of my best friends died when he was 15. And they thought he had pneumonia, and then he went into a coma, and like a month later, he passed away from lymphoma. And as a mom, I had moments where, so for those of you who don't know, who are new, my daughter, who sometimes you'll see running around, she's 3.5 now, but when she was born, that first week of her life, we never knew if that was going to be like the last day we saw her, because it was hit or miss. Like, she had a 1 in 5 chance. And like the fact that a mom can't even say goodbye to their dying child, and just I'm a mom, and I would move, y'all who've been here know this, like I would move heaven and earth for my kiddo. And like, it just like, how do these people just have absolutely no decency? It's not okay. Yeah, it is beyond evil. It is diabolically and utterly just like disgusting.
Yeah.
And when you go through something like that, where you almost lose your child, or you lose people that you love, everybody's lost somebody. So how can you sit there and just be like, oh well, not my problem. Like, just
Yeah. And thank you, Katie, for just being so fucking real, like all the time. Like, like that's why I appreciate this community, and I appreciate you, because I really think it's helpful to talk to people that feel the same way that you do, and feel the emotions, and when they see shit like this, the same way that you do, and that you're not crazy for feeling the way that you do, and feeling the anger that you feel, and the hurt that you feel, and the fear that you feel, and live in the reality that you're living in, and instead of people talking like they don't see the same shit. It's It's so frustrating. And so when we have moments like what Katie just had, like that just makes me feel so much more comforted, because it's like, okay, I'm not crazy. I feel this way too. You know what I mean? Thank God there's other people out there that feel the same way that we do.
Thank you, Jazzy. She says, what you're witnessing is actions of people whose humanity has been completely stripped from them. The result is emptiness and evil. Yeah, that's absolutely what it is.
Yeah.
And this, okay. And I'm going to say right now, I'm going to probably break down again, because this next one is, hold on. This next one is just insane too. All right, let me find it. Yeah.
2 flashbangs and tear gas in my car, and made my I got 6 kids in the car. But my 6-month-old can't even breathe. My 2-year-old then flipped out the damn car. This was flipped over. My car filled with tear gas. I'm trying to pull my kid out the car. I'm telling the officer I need ambulance. It took him 5 fucking minutes. He's going back and forth with me, telling me to go back in there and call and tell them to come up Lindale. They can't even come up Lindale.
Were you participating in the protest?
I wasn't at all. I didn't care to be, not to say it like that, but I wasn't. Like,
you were just here.
Yes. Yes, I was trying to leave.
Yeah, that man says that his family was simply trying to leave the area when they were attacked. He says his wife told Fox 9 that their 6-month-old infant had actually stopped breathing and lost consciousness at one point. We're told they were transported by ambulance, and they are currently in the hospital being treated.
Officers threw flashbangs and tear gas in my car.
What gives you the right to hurt innocent fucking babies? Babies. I was lucky. I literally just got a thing. Like, my daughter is 6.5, or it's not 6.5, is like 3.5 years old to the day. And like, I was reading what she was doing at 6 months old, and it was like smiling and making buzzy noises. Why would you do something like that to someone who cannot defend themselves? But these people are supposed to be fucking pro-life. Get out of my face with that bullshit. I am so sick of that. Get out of my fucking face with that.
If that baby would have fucking, I don't even want to say it.
Thank God babies are resilient. Babies are resilient as hell. But like, why? Oh my God.
This is a comment. Paid agitator. You know what? Guess what? This government gonna be paying me because I'm agitated.
Right.
So
I'm due a lot.
Be paying me for sure. Don't worry. I'll write the check. And I'll write it blank. Just go ahead and put your name on it, because, and everybody in the chat, we split. Hey, we get that amount that I asked for each. Fuck that. They got us all fucked up.
Yeah, that baby must be held accountable.
I'm suing the fucking government. They're paying all of us for this bullshit.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Ms. Bella. They are pro certain life. Yeah. Then they're
ain't even pro their own lives. Really, they don't even care about the people closest to them. These people are evil. Sorry, no, I was reading and doing something else at the same time.
Yeah, they're
says Soros. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead. I got my Cash App is right here. Yeah. Go ahead and send it over.
That's absolutely correct, Jen. They're pro-birth. My husband and I have had conversations about this forever. That's all they are, is they're pro-birth. And yes, Jazzy, once a baby is born, they don't care, especially if the baby is born and that baby is not white and their parents aren't straight and rich.
Yeah.
They are.
And they fuck the mother.
Aztec priests.
They don't even care about the mom.
They are pretending to care about life so they can feel warm and fuzzy inside. And Pitchforks says, when this is over, I don't want them taking those masks and ice vests off and blending back in with society. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, they need tattoos on the forehead.
It's like, oh my God. Have you ever seen Inglourious Bastards?
Yes, exactly.
They need to do that with their forehead.
Yeah.
No, I think that's my best work yet.
All right. Any more comments in here before
Yes.
we move on?
So Democracy Jesus, another one of our legend friends, says, "What else is it going to take? Have we had enough, or are we going to continue this righteous cycle of signs and chants?"
That's a very good question. We're gonna get more into that later, Democracy. So stick around because we got a lot more to show you here.
Anyway,
the President of the United States has just announced that he's cutting off all federal funding to blue states. This would be the collapse of the United States of America if he is not prevented from doing this. This is an illegal seizure of spending power. This is a collapse of federalism, and it is a constitutional coup. Infrastructure in states will come to a screeching halt. So construction workers will lose their jobs in mass. Road projects will end. Transit projects will end. Medicaid care will be shut off. Hospitals will close. Nurses and doctors won't get paid. And nursing care facilities will shutter. School lunches, food assistance, public workers, and state budgets will completely collapse. This will cause the loss of life and irreparable harm to children, to the elderly, to veterans, to working families all across this country. And we will officially be an authoritarian government. Our Constitution will be null and void. This is serious, and we should take it serious. Congress needs to act now. Democrats and Republicans. He is destroying the United States of America as we know it. The President of the United States has just announced that he's cutting off all federal funding.
Did you say what her name was?
let me look. It says pull-ups past pasta politics.
I don't know. She kind of looked like a woman that was on the legend panel today.
Pasta politics, she, her. That's all it says on her Insta.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably wrong, but kind of looked like somebody that was on the panel that didn't speak today. But
yeah,
anyway,
I agree. They're neutered, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't care if it's illegal. He's like a bank robber that no one stops. Yep.
No, one thing that I said was like the reason why I named for everybody that just got here or maybe got here before after the segment started, I named it the abandonment of American citizens or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we started this segment with a very powerful speech by a man. I don't even know his name, but pretty much just laying it out how we've been abandoned to really fight this on our own by our own fucking government for real. So yeah, that's where we are.
Yeah, Jazzy brings up a good point. I seriously sometimes think everyone in Congress is rooting for this because how has this been able to get this far?
Yeah.
Well,
at some point, we're gonna have to consider them enemies as well.
Okay,
really.
So our Angry Army Vet says something about Hawk. So that's...
Oh yeah, the dude with the mullet, kind of like
yes.
Slow, very slow, kind of talking dude. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, well let's just keep going. We got much more to show our audience today.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't be a good white person and put your body in between them trying to kidnap a brown person or harm a black person. When you do that, you lose your proximity to whiteness and you lose the benefits that come along with it. That's the cost. We're all acting so shocked that they murdered a white woman. Well, see, she wasn't a good white. She was out there advocating for brown people, so she lost her proximity to whiteness. This is the work of dismantling white supremacy. This is what it's going to cost. It's time for some radical acceptance. Because they've been out there killing black and brown people for hundreds of years. And people who looked like me were having picnics under black bodies as they blew in the breeze after they'd been lynched. And then 6 years ago, when they kneeled on George Floyd's neck, we all put a black picture in our Instagram, acting as if that were enough. In order to dismantle white supremacy, we have to be willing to lose the benefits of whiteness. Means they kill us too. That's what that means. And it's time for some radical acceptance about that, guys. That's what it's going to take to dismantle can't be so shocked as white people continue to die. Because we weren't this shocked when black and brown people were dying. Because we expected it. Not because we weren't grieving, but we expected it, right? You should expect it. We have to lose the benefits of the system if we want to tear the system down. White supremacy has been killing black and brown folks. And it's not going to go down without a fight. So if you lose your proximity to white supremacy and whiteness, you will lose the safety that goes along with it.
She right.
Woo.
Gotta get to listening on that one.
Yeah.
So that's just but again, since we've been left to our own devices, that is something that needs to be very much so spread through the, I guess she called them the good whites. Okay. I didn't say that, but I call them spicy whites. Those are, those are nice, but yeah, that's gonna be a part of it. So you're gonna not be comfortable as soon as you are caught being a race traitor. Pretty much, they're gonna treat you the same way that they've been treating us. So don't be flabbergasted and don't get caught slipping. Okay.
Well, you know what? I would rather stand with you guys than any of those Hickville, as I've had it ladies call it, teeny weeny pink armed men.
Yes, pitchforks. What does it say?
Yeah, I was gonna say his comment is great.
Yeah, go ahead, read it.
So for those of you who are just listening, Pitchforks says racism hurts white people. They're willing to suffer economically as long as they're told they're better than others. Yep. Because so many white people in this country still have a complex of white is the number one race.
And then actually, in a lot of ways, it abused and hurt white people more because they weren't aware that they were being abused. At least black and brown people and natives and everybody knew that we were being abused. It was very obvious, but y'all was getting played and shysted the entire time. So not even knowing that that you are actually, that's why y'all the poorest ones in all these podunk towns that they don't give a fuck about, that, you know what I mean? Because you're easily tricked into thinking that you have some sort of power over people.
It's not just trailer park. It's like, I live in Pennsylvania, and my hometown had lots of Confederate flags, and I was like, y'all know what part of the Mason-Dixon line we're at, right? Bless you. And Jazzy says, I've noticed what she said too. White supremacists hate white women who are liberal and educated because they are more prone to vote Democrat. It's why they want to attack college and tuitions. Absolutely. And this doesn't just start when women are in college. Growing up in an area like that, the fact that this is just a personal experience thing, but the fact that I didn't hate that kids were realizing that they were gay, or the fact that I actually had brain cells and didn't think I needed to depend on a man. They sniff that out at an early age and will mock you for it.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. It's just there's a lot of different avenues that we have to go down to, since again, I'm saying, we've been left to our own devices. We've really been left high and dry by the people that we are paying to do shit and protect us. So and I think people need to really fucking start being aware of that, and start just living in that reality. Unless we hear something different, great, we'll take it, and we see some actual shit change in action, then great, we will gladly receive the help or whatever. But until then, I would just go ahead and just maybe start just being like, all right, fuck it, we got to do what we got to do to make
just remember women, white women, women in general, they're the weaker sex. Yeah, right.
Oh God. All right, what's next?
More stuff about shooting, just in case. Hold on. Where are you? Just in case.
Yeah.
All power to the people. Hey, listen, check this out. You know, me and the comrades out here in Northeast Philly, you know why we here? Because we was told ICE was hopping on the people over here, over at the Brazilian bakery and over here in the neighborhoods. Now, yeah, we came out here and we see like them Sprinter vans parked and all these blacked out vehicles parked, but it's like maybe they in their hotels getting some sleep or something, or maybe they knew that the Black Panther Party was coming, you know? Like I said before, and like I say it again, and like Huey Newton said back in the day, the Black Panther Party is an internationalist group. So we stand with all oppressed people, no matter what your ethnic background is, no matter what your cultural background is. We stand with all oppressed people. So a war on the immigrants of the United States of America is a war on everybody in America. It ain't just a war on people who just came here, or even people who've been here for a while and couldn't get their green card for whatever reason. See, they couldn't get their green card for the last 20, 30 years, but you've been enjoying their food, though. You've been enjoying taking your car to them instead of taking it to the Midas or something, because it's going to be cheaper, though, right? But now they out here getting chased around and killed, and you won't do nothing about it. Hey, dig this. ICE ain't just coming after us. They just killed an unarmed black man in L.A. But you sitting up here acting like, oh, that's not our fight. Be real. All power to the people.
Hell yeah. Also, Philly is not messing around. There's been a lot of posts because I'm kind of close to Philly, and Philly's awesome. And even the Philly like mayor and chief of police are like, ICE come here, we're not putting up with it, and they haven't. Hi, hello, Andrea, welcome. Yeah, they haven't been putting up with it. So
yeah, no, I hey, that's what you need to do. They are patrolling. Sorry, I'm clicking around. I'm mouse happy, you guys. I found my new wired mouse on the street. Free cycle. I manifested the fuck out this mouse. It works perfectly fine. I am in the game now, y'all. I done upgraded it. You feel me?
it's the little things in life that we get happy about here at the Millennial Gaze.
Yeah. We live in shoe boxes. We get excited about free shit that you need, you know?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, free shit. Let's go.
Yeah, but the one thing I love about the Black Panthers is that they were actually pretty non-violent. They just said don't start nothing, won't be nothing. We the equalizer here. So you ain't just gonna be walking around all willy-nilly on our streets without somebody being here to check you. Okay, that's pretty much what that is. Like, as long as you can walk all through here and get where you need to go, or actually you can go around, and we don't even want you walking through here. You can just go take the long way. How about that? Okay. Shit, go through the mountains, go through the fucking hills have eyes set or some shit. Okay, go hang out with Cletus.
So Pitchfork says, for the record, they don't call you a race traitor for siding with people of color over white folks. In my experience, they call you a wigger. They said with a W. Tell me how you really feel. Yes.
Right. Yeah. They'll call you all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Yep. They just love throwing out.
That's one of their favorite ones. Let's go ahead. You can play this one.
Is it live? In the original shooting that happened here tonight, the ICE agent vehicles that were parked on the street in the shooting, they had to leave their cars behind because they got surrounded by protesters. One of the ICE agent vehicles got broken into, and I found this paperwork. It has a list with FBI operation info. It's got full names of FBI agents, phone numbers, emails. There's maps on where they're staying, where they're holding immigrants. There's hotel names in there. There's judge names. This paperwork has people's full names and their email. Is it live? In the
wow.
There's a longer clip that I found later, and I just forgot to update it. But pretty much, they're. Pretty much they got bipped. And the bippers were out and doing the Lord's work. and they found some ICE information, and it's all over the internet because these fucking people are idiots.
Yeah, these people are.
How you gonna get your shit bipped and you gonna have top flight security information up in there? Exactly, Jazzy. Again, we've been left to our own devices. Hey, bippers, calling all bippers. Get to work.
Where has what's it called? Anonymous been in all this?
They've been hella quiet. I think I've seen like one video in like the last
right. Like let's maybe they're also not from the United States, so they don't give a crap. They don't give a crap about us. But
you hear about the kids doxing their parents and shit. Hey, the kids are all right.
Right?
These kids gangster.
Their phones go off and they got a manifesto to go attack people, top flight security of the world. Nope.
For real. Oh no, we calling them the Trump files from now on. We'll get into that. We will get into that. Don't worry, we got you. Wait, just hang around because we got a whole nother segment that will be discussing that. But until then, thank you guys so much for being here. It's been such a great show so far. The more, the merrier. We love engaging with y'all in the chat and, do all that liking and commenting and sharing and subscribing and all those things and bring friends and talk to us. Okay. Because that's what makes this community so great is if we're all together and we can talk about this shit and really maybe try to figure something out. You feel me?
We're up to 11 right now. That's the highest it's been all night, so that's good.
Pretty lucky number. Yeah. Throw the confetti on me, baby. All right. Let's go.
All right. This is another.
Shoot this time. Who did you shoot this time, you cosplayer fuck? I served in the Army for 13 years to wear that uniform, and your fucking fat ass did 47 days of training to wear it because you're a fucking meal team 6 gravy seal motherfucker. You couldn't fucking walk a day in my shoes, you fucking slumbag. Neither could you. Fix that fucking helmet. You're like a fucking soup sandwich. If I was your fucking sergeant, you'd be fucking pushing the fucking dirt now. You fucking slumbag motherfuckers. Shoot me, bitch. Shoot me, bitch. Who did you shoot this time?
Meal Team 6.
Hey,
that was my favorite.
Hey, Charlie. Cheers. Modelo. My Modelo warrior, bro. Let these raggedy bitches know. Cheers, brother. Cheers. Keep up the good work. This Modelo was bought with you in mind, my friend. Keep up the work, man.
Right? Like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Jolly I love Jolly. That's someone using their white privilege the right way.
Hell yeah. No, that motherfucker gangster as fuck. I love him.
with his ginger beard and
his fuck Trump flask and Modelo and one time he had a cigar or a blunt or something. That's why I be smoking my fucking blunt on the whole shit. I don't give a fuck. What y'all gonna do about it? Fucking, we could die any day with this bullshit. I'm about to be smoking my weed.
Oh, of course there was probably more. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Oh, Corey Booker.
Here we go. This is a
bald head ass live. You think doing a little bit of training is going to help a position that is inherently shitsy Nazi like? You see what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, not only does this symbolic gesture do anything for the material reality that folks is in, it shows that you're not really up to the job that you at. That's the reason why you keep on giving us unresponsive strategies to deal with the reality we in. We can't reform our way out this bullshit at all. And you stuck on stupid. As a matter of fact, you full of that shit they flush down toilets if you believe that. We got a couple college athletes in their 4th, 5th, 6th year doing the NIL thing that's older than nice. This honor, Corey. This honor to you, your establishment, everybody with your ideology, and everybody that feel like strategically moving is the way you is. This honor. You think Gestapo will move better if you train them better? You think you can turn chicken shit into chicken salad? You cannot turn shit into shinola, man. The old folks told you. For the people in the back, ICE is younger than Casanat. This is an example of why people are losing hope in you and the people that you stand with, because this is y'all strategy right here. What? Mr. Booker, you don't feel this way when it comes to giving that blue and white state some money. You have material strategies to give them. And for us, more training? Oh, Cory Booker, you a bald head ass live. You think doing a little bit of training is going to help?
You guys are savage in the comments, and I am here for it. Everybody thinks that because Cory Booker did that 25-hour speech that, you know, suddenly shit's gonna change. And then, like, what was it? Like 2 weeks later, he voted for Jared Kushner's father or something. Like, that he's corporate. He is all fucking corporate.
And these people think they playing. You know how they say you playing softball? They are playing bubbles. They are playing with bubbles. That's how weak these fucking people are, okay?
Aztec Priest says that was his greatest contribution to the resistance, standing and talking.
Sure.
Yeah, his actions don't speak for the words that come out of his mouth. I loved what episode? It was an episode of I've Had It where Jen just like kept calling him out on his shit. And it was glorious. She did not let up. Jen Welsh is,
Is that what we're gonna talk about later?
No, no, it's a different thing.
Pitchfork said he liked my Warriors jersey. Y'all know this is the number one selling NBA jersey.
Okay.
NBA jersey in the town. It's a Steph Curry, the town jersey. Yup. This is the new one. It's that cream color, dude. This shit is clean. Yeah, it's fire. It's fire. I would show you the back, but I would have to like really do a lot of work to do all that. But yeah, this shit fire. So if you guys were wondering. But yeah, that was just a little fun break there. But yeah, no, I mean, again, I keep saying all day, we've been left to our own devices. That is their strategy. Go ahead and ask them if they can train people some more politely.
You really
think say shit, bro? Like that.
They don't even. There's no way they even train them properly because, like, I was reading something that like half of them couldn't pass the open book written exam.
That's why they shorten the test.
And half of them couldn't pass the training.
And there's this one woman that just walked up into it. Pretty much, she didn't even have to like do nothing. She got hired without even having to interview. Damn near. They asked her like 2 questions.
Because they're so desperate for people.
Exactly.
Like
maybe good people need to start getting hired for ICE as like covert.
I was saying that a while ago. I said some people should just go undercover.
Yeah.
And, like, really fuck shit up.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yep. Exactly. Pitchforks. It was exposed to some. Well, the country itself is what, like a 5th or 6th grade reading level. Meanwhile, I've been at that reading level since I was in like 1st grade because all I could do was read.
Annabelle is throwing a tantrum. Let this bitch in. I didn't know you wasn't in here.
Good people don't want. Yeah, they don't. And that's. Yeah. But these people aren't good people. And I don't know how much more proof we all need to see how horrible they all are.
Okay. The door was open. She's just sitting out there tripping. I don't know. She might be on the catnip or something.
I was going to say she got into that catnip.
Yeah. Anywho, she knows when I'm on the show. She likes to come join. Anyway. But she's just staring. She's just standing outside the door looking at me like she can't get in. I don't know.
Emma's like that sometimes, but she's got her tablet. So she's like, the rest of the world doesn't exist right now.
She high. Oh. She's tripping. Okay, so this, you guys, this really, I needed to address this. So I saw this clip on Don's live show this morning, like the Hot Topics, and he had Jimmy Gomez, I think his name was.
I think that's what his name was, yeah.
On there, and hey, okay, let me just say this. Jimmy looks like a great guy. He looks like a very nice dude. He has the right intentions and stuff. I ain't saying nothing bad about him or nothing like that. But I saw a comment there that made me laugh. But I had a grievance. I was actually really pissed off by something that he said. Again, this goes with the theme of being abandoned by our government. So we're going to watch this segment, and I'm going to actually clip this part of the episode and send it to the Don Lemon Show, because I wasn't even able to talk and address this on the show today because there are just other people talking. I ain't even mad about that. But I'm going to clip this part and send it to Don, because this was my response and what I wanted to say today. So go ahead and run this. I'll give you a little context. And yeah.
Things that make you go, And yes, I agree with saying Walz needs to do, you said grow a pair. Yes, Walz. Donald Trump is saying, he's telling you. He tells you what he's going to do, and he's doing. He's saying he's going to institute the Insurrection Act. You need to institute the National Guard and let them fight it out. Tell the people of Minnesota to go home. Shut it down. Shut the state down. Tell people to go home. Close the offices. Close everything. Shut it down. Bring in the National Guard and let them fight it out so that people can be at home and they can be safe. They don't have to go to work. Work from home. Do something, do something. As the governor of this state, what I'm doing, I'm calling a state of emergency. A state of emergency. I am closing all federal or state offices, and this is a day off. I am bringing in the National Guard to fight this tyranny. It's time to stand up to this.
Yeah, okay. So go ahead and then go to the next timestamp and have that ready. But yeah, so that's the context of what Don was saying, right? And then he brings in Jimmy Gomez, right? And this is kind of where I had my grievance with the whole conversation. I think I'm seeing in our comments. What did he say? You want to read some comments before we go?
So one of the things was he made me mad. You could see Don wasn't feeling it. Gomez was weak for that comment. He sounded scared to speak up.
And then Monique said,
yeah, that was what it was.
Oh yeah, Gomez was weak. Yeah, not feeling him. And then and Democracy's Jesus also has an inkling. So yeah, all right. So let's go and let Jimmy Gomez kind of talk. This one's a little bit longer of a clip, so just kind of hang in there for a little bit.
Wrong. So then what can people do, Representative? Because I have been saying, send in the National Guard, Governor Walz. Like, why won't he send in the National Guard and stop this? Declare a state of emergency, because when Renee Good was killed, sadly, I said this is going to get worse. They're going to become emboldened because they are impeding an investigation. It appears that they are covering it up. This woman did not have to die. For by all accounts, you can look at the video. She was not trying to run over the man. She was turning away from him. And if you actually look at the analysis, he wasn't standing in front of the car. Where the shots were fired were from the side. They are not investigating him. They have raised over $600,000 for a GoFundMe for him. So it's time. Is it time to call in the National Guard to stop these ICE goons from terrorizing the people of Minnesota?
I think one of the things about calling on the National Guard is that Donald Trump can then federalize them. So quickly they can be under his command, turned against your own people. I think what needs to be done is that what you're seeing across the country in some jurisdictions is where local police are being put out to contain the situation. I think that they're trying to do that in Minneapolis. They're doing that in some small cities in LA County. That will help prevent this from escalating. But calling out the National Guard, he could just, in his own right, all of a sudden federalize them, and they're already there. So that is also a dangerous situation. Right? And what he's trying to do, in my opinion, is to normalize the use of the National Guard and the Marines for domestic law enforcement purposes, so that when he declares there is a
insurrection or a stolen election, he can send them in and he hopes the American people won't push back or fight back. That is extremely dangerous. We saw that at the beginning. And this is something that I've noticed that authoritarians do. You know, China, what they tend to do when it comes to Taiwan, they do these military operations and they cross into Taiwanese waters. Well, at first, people would throw up their arms, you'd have international outcry, and it would be a big deal. Now, the international community doesn't bat an eye. So he's trying to normalize the actions of ICE and CBP, which makes it very, very dangerous for our democracy.
Okay, so it's when I hear you say that, Representative, you know, you and I have a very honest and candid relationship. It makes it sound like we have no recourse, and it also makes me think like it sounds like if you said Donald Trump can then turn around and nationalize. I don't know, you know, you're better at assessing what that means, if that's true, what could happen.
Yeah.
But it sounds to me like this is a tyrannical government was what the Second Amendment was about. So is it only in the hands of the people to decide what happens next? If the people don't want this, do they have to rise up against their own government right now? I hate to ask that, but that's what it sounds like.
We have to understand the truth.
Okay,
pause
it right here before he responds.
Not only our
pause right there real quick. Okay, so that's a very valid question, right? What do you think, Katie, so far?
So does he seem like he doesn't even really believe what he's saying? Because I feel like you can kind of see it just in his body language. He's tighter, and like it's almost like he's reading a script. And like when he was talking about, was it China? And it was kind of like,
yeah, in Taiwan.
Yeah, I just don't
like. Why are you over here comparing shit? No, we over here, bitch. Why we don't need to compare shit to shit. We got a situation over here. I don't think we need to be worried about no fucking Taiwan and China right now. I mean, we can have sympathy for them or whatever's going on, but hey, do you not see the situation at hand? Like,
you know how we talk about like, what was it on Dawn's show today with Caroline Levitt when she started attacking that person? It was like a switch flipped. And I feel like that was what happened with him, where it was like he was in honest mode and then like he went into corporate Congress or whatever mode.
Yeah, no, I agree. Sorry. Annabelle opened the door. Just go ahead and is there a different timestamp? Is there a third timestamp?
No, there was only two. But
okay. No, just continue from there because he answers the question. This is what really pissed me the fuck off because this is his solution. And yeah.
Let me rewind it a touch.
People to decide what happens next. If the people don't want this, do they have to rise up against their own government right now? I hate to ask that, but that's what it sounds like.
We have to understand the true threat Donald Trump is to not only our own physical well-being, but also our democracy as a whole. He's operating outside the bounds of the law. We've said this for months now, and he's becoming more and more belligerent. The way we have to tackle it is it's a multi-front effort. One, you got to do it in the courts. Even though a lot of the courts, we've lost some of the court cases, especially the ones that got into the Supreme Court, but we've also won some of those. That's why the National Guard, the control of the National Guard in California and different states have been returned to the control of the governor. So you have to fight them in the courts. We did that also with when I wasn't allowed in to an ICE detention center. The public law states that I should not be denied entry and I could do spot inspections, unannounced visits. Well, we won that case. Now they're trying to say that doesn't apply anymore because of the new one big billionaire bill with that new ICE and CBC ICE slush fund that's in there. So we're going to keep pushing on like through the courts, through legislation, trying to prohibit the use of funding, and then also in the streets. I'm a firm believer in nonviolent civil disobedience. I've been telling people we have to be trained in nonviolent civil disobedience. So when things happen, people the American people can see who the true perpetrators are, who are violating the rights of individuals. all those actions together are working. When you have Joe Rogan basically say that Trump has created a Gestapo that's asking for people's papers, even if they're citizens or not, that means the message is getting out. So we have to keep doing it over and over and over again. And it's not going to be one in one fell swoop, but we're chipping away. And that's why also the midterms are so important. If we get the power of the purse, we can actually put language in that prevents them from using CBP and ICE in the interior of the country, in cities themselves. So that's the
going?
battle. But it's not going to be easy.
Okay, shut him the fuck
people
up.
are rising.
Oh my God. Like, okay, if we try to follow that, we are not going to get to the midterms. Yeah. Okay. Angry Army vet, who is obviously a veteran, says, what he's saying is true, not the answer you want to hear, but it's true. They could easily be federalized. It put the National Guard in an awkward position. Keep in mind, these are also our neighbors. I understand that, Army vet, but like, I think that we as a country, especially, like, we don't want to feel like we're in a lose-lose situation, like, no matter what we do. But we're also at the point now where we have to remember that, like, we can't control what people think and how people act. It's up to other people to grow a pair, and like these leaders of, say, the Minnesota National Guard, to understand that if they were to be federalized, what they were doing would be breaking the law. And like, but Jazzy also brought up a really good point. Let me see. Okay, she said, I'm sorry, but this strategy will lead to failure. How do you fight someone with the courts when they are not following court orders? Absolutely. They're not following any laws. They're not following any protocol. And they're not following any bills or like court orders, because that's just what they don't care. They don't give a fuck. And I'm tired of seeing, well, we're putting in for articles of impeachment and we're putting in a bill for this and that. Who cares? He doesn't.
Look, all right. Let me shut this whole shit the fuck down, because I've been waiting to say this shit all fucking day. He can miss me with every single piece of that bullshit, okay? So basically what he said to all of y'all straight to your face on Don Lemon fucking show with hella people watching was that, so hey, this is what we're gonna do, guys. So we're gonna me and my friends in the government, we're gonna go and not do shit in the courts, okay? And then you, peasant, are gonna go out there and get your, we believe in peaceful protest here, okay? But but it's working. It's really working. It's chipping away. So you go out there, but peacefully get your ass whooped every day on a daily basis, all the way to November, okay? So peacefully get your ass shot right in the face. And if you don't really like face stuff, why don't you peacefully sacrifice your leg and peacefully bleed out your femoral artery? And then also make sure you peacefully let them break down your fucking door, kidnap your entire family, okay? Yeah. And then they're gonna take your wife into a porta potty in the middle of the fucking world in the woods, and she needs to peacefully go in there, and God knows what happens to her peacefully, okay? And we're gonna see so much fucking change in here. Still, meanwhile, we're in the courts not doing a motherfucking thing. And then also peacefully go ahead and just peacefully get your ass whipped all the way to fucking November. Okay, cool. It's gonna work. Go team. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Why don't you take your dumb ass out there and go do that shit? We paying you to go peacefully get your ass whooped. So why don't you get to it, bitch? And if we gonna take it into our own hands, you ain't gonna like how the fuck it look. Okay? Bitch. So sorry, Jimmy. I'm sure you're a nice guy, but you got us fucked up for even saying some dumb shit like that. That's what I wanted to say on Don Lemon's show.
This is a good summary of everything you just said.
This is a load of barnacles. Bruh.
Yeah,
That shit
like-
just made me so mad.
Jazzy again brings up a very good point. Also, notice how Dems aren't even talking about the midterms. Where are the rallies? Am I tripping? You're not tripping. The only ones I've seen even talk about stuff is if somebody is either. So I know our governor has been talking about midterms because he's up for re-election. And Jasmine Crockett and James Tallarico because they're both running for Senate. And Eric Swalwell because he's running for governor of California. But like other than that, you're right. It's been I think the Dems are just trying to bask in the last election we had where it was a wave and they just think that it's going to be a tsunami again. And the thing is like, yes, I'm still gonna go out and vote for Dems, but like there's a lot of people that are gonna get pissed and be like, fuck both these parties. I'm not gonna vote. Because that's how we got in this mess in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Ooh, Lord have mercy. I'm so glad I got that off my chest. Thanks so much for listening, guys. I needed that, and I was really ready to get it off earlier, and I was like, damn, I gotta wait even longer. Oh, okay. But that was burning inside of me because I just was just like, what the fuck, you guys? Like that. How dare you get on like a platform like that and just tell us there ain't shit that we can do?
Monique says, shit, they're trying to get they ass on the VIP bunker list and make sure they got their walkie-talkies ready for when the purge happens.
Yeah, I bet. A bunch of bitches. But hey, this is what I'm going to say. If we, like Don said, do we have to overthrow our government? Is that like I have to ask? And I'm like, bitch, you the government. I hope you know that, right? You know, just so you know, like if you don't help, I'm just going to consider you the enemy too. Why the fuck would I go save you for? You didn't do shit. So, okay. Keep that shit up.
So that brings us to the end of that segment.
I hope Don hears this message loud and clear. That's what I wanted to say, Don, on your show today. But hey, maybe next time.
So we were talking earlier about the eyes wide shut thing. In May, I added this to the thing just to give people an idea of what that is. This is a ritual scene from it that it'll just explain it pretty well.
Cool.
This is from the Eyes Wide Shut movie.
Great work, Katie. Annabelle.
All these people in freaky ass masks and this is probably what they do behind closed doors. I'm just going to point that out. Are they picking a new pope? What is this smoke? So in the Catholic Church, it's called incense, and they use it for a lot of holy days. Yeah,
frankincense. It's called.
Yes, the piano player playing blindly, and all these people have masks on. Like that's just a little idea for y'all of what.
Seen that clip before. Yeah, they all weird and creepy and
well, and
Rosemary's Baby that they also do some shit like that in that movie too.
Yeah, and they also there's a lot of like sex orgy stuff that goes on in it, and I know my husband's all happy because I'm talking about the movie. He did by smiling with my daughter as she goes to bed. But yeah, so that was that clip. This is what happened over the weekend at Mar-a-Lago.
And the way you look
shit. What is this? And of course, there's weird ass piano music in the background.
Does that piano player even This know is a how party to that play happened piano? this past week at Mar-a-Lago. She These get are the paid same to do that. exact people who spent billions of dollars to try to convince you that kids were taking craps in the classroom in litter boxes as they run around in dog masks. By the way, these are the anti-furry crowd, right? These are
Yes.
the exact same people that somehow convinced the lower class, working class, middle class, blue collar folk that they are not the deep state. Even though this is strongly giving like Hunger Games crossover Squid Games. Okay. These are the exact same people who convince the working folk that your grocery prices, they're actually cheap. In fact, affordability is a democratic hoax. It doesn't exist. Everything is affordable. Just believe us. I will never forgive conservatives for being as low IQ as they are. Actually, I will never forgive the fact that us sitting here in the middle have to just watch billionaires hijack the lowest IQ members of our society to use them and funnel copious amounts of money and propagandizing them to do their bidding. Well, those of us in the middle just watch and are almost powerless against it. The fact that conservatives have my whole life railed against the system, yet voted for exactly this and see nothing ironic about that is insane. My name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follow you on my face again. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, there's a lot of comments and stuff going on. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Jazzy says, do you remember that segment on Sesame Street that used to have people bodies with dogs' heads reading books or cooking food? Yeah, it reminds me of that. They used to do stuff in nightmares. So when I saw this, after realizing the Eyes Wide Shut, this was how I felt afterwards.
Yeah, that tracks. Honestly, how much you want to bet? Because we're gonna get into the Sasha Riley of it all pretty soon. How much you want to bet that this ring is Epstein ring or Trump ring or whoever the fuck ring it
I
is?
don't even
That is still alive and well. How much you want to bet that it's still alive and well, if not stronger than it's ever been right now as we speak? I don't think anything has been done to stop it from not continuing just because Epstein is dead.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it more with Sasha Riley.
Yeah.
But you're 100% right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very true. I'm not betting, even if we still lose. We're losing.
Yeah.
This news this afternoon, in a new interview with Reuters, Donald Trump has been in his clearest form yet, saying that we should not have a midterm election. He was asked point blank about his prospects heading into the 2026 midterms, was upset and expressed frustration that Republicans may not do well and that the party of the president typically does not perform well in midterm elections. He said, quote, "It's some deep psychological thing. But when you win the presidency, you don't win the midterms. When you think of it, we shouldn't even have an election." This comes just 1 week after he went on stage in front of House Republicans and joked about abolishing the 2026 midterm elections. Well, that joke on stage has now turned into a serious comment he boasted about in an interview with Reuters. We will see if this takes in another form. It's also unclear how he would even do something like that. But this is what the president is now openly talking about right now. And people need to know about it. So spread the word. And as always, follow along for all the
That's a hilarious message. Don't say it though, because we don't want to terrify any dogs around here.
Monique believes that kids and people in the detentions are being trafficked. Absolutely, because they love saying like hundreds of thousands of illegal aliens, which I fucking hate that term, have been like deported. No, they haven't. He still has lower numbers than Obama and Biden.
Mm-hmm.
They're not deporting people. They're just shipping people somewhere. or putting them in like underground fucking rings and shit. And yes, human trafficking is a serious problem in this country. A lot of indigenous girls have gone missing for years on end. Absolutely.
And Trump is definitely one of those people. I would definitely allegedly, I guess, but like, yeah, no, this motherfucker. So before we get there, but yeah, he, from this testimony, I have no reason to believe that everything that this man said is true. You know what I mean? It ain't Epstein, it was Trump. That's why we should call it the Trump files. I think so. And his friends.
Well, again, so this is a good segue.
Yeah.
This is a good segue to Sasha Riley.
Yeah.
So
let's go do our trigger warning and let everybody know. Make sure you are comfortable and warm. And this is where the shit gets really sick and disgusting. And
well, I don't have a video. I just have the Substack page. I think
just show them the subs. I don't even think we can show any of that. But me and Katie are just going to talk about what we both listen to. So
yeah, so
just go ahead and read some of this.
Here's some summaries.
Right.
So the interviewer met Sasha Riley, who is also a decorated Iraqi war vet. During the course of work, I realized he needed help. I first spoke to him by phone and recorded his initial victim testimony from July 19th to the 24th in 2015. His testimony is a window into systematic torture, rape, and murder of impoverished children under the age of 13 for profit and sport within the Trump-Epstein associated criminal enterprises. He was adopted for the purpose of trafficking by his adopted parents. He was in the trafficked Epstein ring from the time he was 9 to 13. Prior to that, he was trafficked to relatives from the time of 6 years old. His adopted father worked as a pilot, trafficker for Trump and the conspirators involved in it. His father hunted victims, trafficked them, transported clients and victims on airplanes and helicopters, and silenced victims, including by murder. His adopted father and his grandfather, his father, Paul, worked with the Dixie Mafia, and Sasha is one of the only trafficking survivors that is still alive from during those years. And he is willing to testify against the following people: Trump, Andy Biggs, Jim Jordan, Lindsey Graham, and Clarence Thomas. It is all in the auto recordings. The evidence is ample. There's films, videos, CPS reports, FBI files, military report involving court-martial of a federal soldier found with child porn that showed Sasha and one of the murder victims, which he talks about in more detail. And the evidence is supplemental. It's truthful testimony of what was seen and heard and experienced. And not only is it evidence, but it's the most important evidence. There is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 6 recordings. It is a lot. He, at one point, literally describes the murder of a young girl that they had. One of the big things that really got me was him talking about how it's not that Trump worked for Epstein, it's that Epstein worked for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And this was all before the island was even a thing, you guys.
Yeah.
And people are ripping this testimony apart, by the way. There's people that are just saying it's AI, it's fake. And as someone who's had to give something like that, where you have to sit and talk for hours, he was very calm, and it's obvious something that, he had been trying to figure out for a while, just how to say. And you just get to a point with it where it's like, I just got to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a very good point. that Trump used his teen pageants as a recruiting site.
Oh, absolutely. I bet you he had his daughter all up in that shit too.
Oh, hell yeah. And so when I saw like the thing of, what was it, with the whole milk or whatever, and I saw those little girls near him today, I'm like, nope.
Yeah. No, this is so me and Katie both listened to all 6 of them. It took me a good day because the first one's like an hour and a half, and then there are like the rest of the 5 are good like 20, 30 minutes, you know, somewhere in between.
It took me a few days.
Yeah, it took me some time too, and you had to take breaks. The shit that I listened to was absolutely disgusting. We cannot even play any of it on here at all. I'm sorry, we just can't. It's like
it's too graphic.
It's we would probably get flagged or banned or some shit. But I will say that like that Eyes Wide Shut party. So one thing that he also did describe, which, you know, was always kind of like something that I always figured, is that they would have these parties and invite all these people, and they would just be like regular schmegular illegal stuff, you know, debauchery, whatever. And then the party would go late night, and then all the real people, the perpetrators, would stay and have all these things where they would torture children. That's what he said.
They also had like at one point it was like basically an underground fight club.
Yeah, it was like a
like the kids couldn't fight back, basically.
Yeah, that they would make the kids fight each other. They would drug them. And there was a lot of dissociation, a lot of stuff that he was like, I can't really remember. It's a blur because of the, you know.
Well, he was also injured in the war. There was a thing that he had an injury.
But still, I mean, I'm
some
sorry,
of it,
that type of trauma, like you kind of block that shit out in your head. And he was very honest about the stuff that he couldn't really remember because of it, how traumatic it was.
Yep. And like the whole time I'm listening to this poor guy just pour his experiences out, it's like, and people still aren't believing him. They're not believing the thousands of women that came forward. Like,
he said he tried to kill Trump because he thought he was going to die multiple times. He thought he was going to die. He said that. Yeah, kicked a pole up his ass or something like that, and had him flown to the hospital because he thought he was going to die. And then and then also he said that Trump multiple times choked him till he was unconscious, like upwards of 12 times where he choked him, but he wasn't allowed to kill him. So yeah, there was a lot. Yeah, you know what? And they also another thing that
well, he's also not even in the country.
He's not in the country, and the lady was Canadian, and so she said specifically, she was like, I'm not even gonna bother asking anybody in America for help on this because they're gonna promise you some shit and not do nothing. I don't even want them to have their hands on this shit because honestly, like, look at what they do. And then also, Annabelle, stop, cut it out. Sit down. Sorry.
Well, the ironic part of it is too, with like the lawyers and stuff, you know, when you hear all of this, you know, all of the testimonies and all the things that people say about, you know, Trump and people in the cabinet, you know, if it were lies, they could counter sue for slander, but they don't.
No, and then you wonder why we had 200 pages of blank pages of shit in those files. It's probably because the shit was so fucked up in there that you don't even want to see it. If I'm being straight up from what was described, they had those children,
and that was only
they had them. They were just executing them in front of people. They had them. One of them begged to be shot, you know, in suicide, and the other one pretty much mercy killed him. These are children. So that, I mean, how you gonna sit there for a whole 2 days, 3 days and testify that and do it for attention in the media and lie about some shit like that?
Lizzie brings up a good point. I was talking to my fiance about how men might take him seriously because men believe men. Which, well, I think, wasn't it the whole reason that he kind of like even came forward was the guy that was in like his platoon or whatever that got arrested or kicked out for the porn, the child porn, was because he was in it.
Oh, wow.
Sasha was in it, as was the friend that they ended the life. They killed her.
Wow.
Yeah. And they were like, "Oh, was that you?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah, it was." So like that shit is still out there somewhere.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely fucking
Mm-hmm.
dark. That's some fucking dark shit, man.
And
How do
these are
you
the-
not believe that? I mean, and all the people, like, I had people, and then a lot of people said, even like, I was a little upset with Don a little bit because of like that whole thing that he did with some other dude, Nellis, I guess they're friends, whatever. But they did not cover that story the way that it needed to be. Like, please don't speak on that shit unless you listen to all the tapes 1st.
Mm-hmm. And like, remember the other names that were mentioned. Clarence Thomas, where is he now? Sitting his ass on the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
And Jim Jordan. I never took that man seriously.
Yeah, there's some that
I mean,
he
I never took him
more than
seriously
others
as
in
it
it
was
too.
because of the Ohio State stuff. But like, it's even more.
Yeah. And then Andy Biggs as well was a very, very much so implicated in there as well. And then, you know, some people were implicated more than others. Like he was like, I don't know if Clarence Thomas was really like doing stuff, but I definitely saw him, and you know, so and another thing that let me know that he was really being honest is because he was like, I don't know exactly if Lindsey Graham did or did not. I just did see him there, so that's all I know. And he was not trying to like do any more than he knew or less than he knew.
Yeah, it's not like he was like, oh, so I saw Lindsey Graham there, and then trying to say he did something. He was like, I saw him. I can't recall what exactly he did, but like, and these are like I've said, this is all just. That's why all these Republicans are just kissing his ass. Because they're all in on it. They're all in on it.
And the reason why, and another thing he said is like the reason why he was kind of still kept around, because it's like getting girls is easier, you know, patriarchy or whatnot, than it is to get boys that you can traffic. So they keep them around, and then they have them do all the fights and all the other stuff. Like he said that he was drugged, and then you know, was shown a video of him beating the shit out of another girl, and he didn't even remember it. Just awful shit, man. It was really fucking just terrible. It fucked me up mentally for like a day having to go through that. And so I really highly suggest if you're gonna speak on it and say like, oh, I believe it or not, then you need to listen to it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. That's pretty much what I gotta say about that, because this is not some shit that you take lightly. And this man, and another thing that he said was that Trump, it's a kink for him. He likes to see people tortured and die. He likes to watch that shit. It turns him the fuck on. He likes to see that shit. Okay? And like, this dude is a fucking psychopath. It's been very obvious from the start. We ain't done shit about it. Okay? For real. But yeah.
So we got some comments. I didn't hear the Blunt Front is saying, I didn't hear this person's story, but I did hear a female speak after she was raped by Trump. She was crying and said she was worried about being pregnant. Trump got mad, took money and threw it at her, and told her to get an abortion. She seemed genuine to me. Church finger.
Oh, that person. Have a good one, Miss Bella. Thank you so much for being here. Join us next time.
Yeah, like you can tell. There's a lot of times where you can tell that people are being genuine, and it's even just like little things, and it's like their vocal inflections and stuff. Like all these people, like what's her face, the one that wrote the book, that
Virginia Giuffre.
No, the other one that Jean Carroll. Like she might be a little bit batty, but she's not lying.
No, not at all. So I'm just like, again, we're not doing anything. The government isn't doing anything. Nobody even really cares to listen. So when you say you want the Epstein files out and all this and this and that, and then there's a literal like audio file collection full of testimony that can give you some information, and y'all don't even want to watch it or listen to it. Like, I just don't understand what the hoorah is about if you're not going to really be about it. Like, so don't complain that you're not getting your answers and you don't even like take the time to get them when they're presented to you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
we got some people check it out, so we should wrap it up.
Yeah, let's go
real
ahead.
Quick, quick before we get to our exit message, let's look at the handy dandy Trump tracker. We're up to 2252, and most of these categories now aren't even in the 100s. They're in the 2252 of illegal things. Somebody got to take notes and keep an eye on this.
Yeah, that's and oh my God, look, why even keep count at this point? There should just max it out. Oh, can we check one more part of that though before you go? Check the Project 2025. I want to see if anything shifted there.
I don't, from what I saw,
I remember it was like 52, but
no, it was still 51 when we looked last. It's still 51. So let's see. Yeah, it's still at 51%.
Oh, okay. 51.
Days till end of term, 1,100 days.
We ain't making it that far, y'all. I'm sorry. Do we have any exit messages?
Yes. So I was watching the I've Had It ladies do their podcast on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Pumps was out this week, so Jim Acosta was the guest host, and he did not disappoint. And I know that hopium is a hard thing to come by, but I do like what he was saying. So give this a listen, guys. Comment on it and let me know.
Direction and so on, and he got back into office, and all of that is unfair and fucked up. I agree with all of that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we're at the end of the story. You know, the Death Star had to get blown up twice.
It can't mean we're at the end of the story.
It can't mean we're at the end of the story.
We cannot lose our country to him.
No.
He cannot be
especially this particular guy.
Yes, it can't be that particular
not the casino Biff from Back to the Future, not
bankruptcy,
that fucking guy. Yes,
con artist.
No.
Yeah, grifting Bibles.
Jeffrey Epstein's friend and all this bullshit.
Yes, it can't be him.
With the gold shit all over the White House.
If there's a villain that's going to take us out, I want him to be hot. I want him to be muscular, like your bodybuilder dad.
Yes.
Yes, younger, like where it's like, he's terrible and he ruined our country, but he sure was hot. You know?
Or an evil hot lady first president.
Exactly.
Like that. I could go. I'd be like,
got to be a better.
It had to
villain.
end somehow, you know.
Yes.
But not this motherfucker.
Agree.
Yeah, Jim.
I've said too much, but no, not him. I 100%. Not the guy who puts orange makeup on his face.
Yeah, and apparently,
like who are the asswipes you were saying? Theo Vaughn and those shitheads.
Yeah,
he puts orange shit on his face,
and that's who you endorsed.
And if you kiss his ass, it smells like shit. What the fuck are you doing? Not him. No,
it cannot be.
Yeah, but that makes me think maybe it'll be JD Vance, which then that does sort of make sense that it would end that way.
See, I don't think the only way that JD Vance.
But he's a couch fucker, so it can't.
He's a couch fucker. The only way JD Vance cannot win a general election.
I agree, 100%.
There's just no way he can win. Donald Trump doesn't even like JD Vance. He was a gift from the tech oligarchs.
And I will tell you, he enjoys pitting Marco Rubio against JD Vance, knowing him and how he operates and his people. They love this cockfight. And it's a little cockfight, little LIDL. Is that what it was?
Yeah. Little cock party.
The story is that it can't happen this way.
Little cock little.
If you let it happen this way.
That's right.
To the corporate assholes out there and the university presidents and the media titans and so on. This only happens if you assholes let it happen this way.
Right. And
so don't fucking do it.
Everybody that said no and taken him to court has won.
Yes.
Everybody that has bent the knee, it will never be enough. We could all sit here right now and say, Donald Trump is so great. He has a large penis. His makeup looks fantastic. His hair is unbelievable. And the whole world could be in unison and it still wouldn't fix him. He will always be broken. So do not give him an inch. And if you have fuck you money, tell Donald Trump, fuck you.
That's right.
I mean, it's just.
I know it is, it's sort of like the Wizard of Oz. You're just waiting for somebody to throw the bucket of water And I'm melting. Oh, my beautiful world. This was my mom's favorite movie growing up. So I
loved
guess
it too. It was good.
I go back to it from time to time. But I firmly believe, and this is where like my European friends are like, oh, it's because you guys are Americans and you always think it's a Hollywood ending and you think you're the best and everything. And I want it to be a Hollywood ending. And I do think
it's great.
And I do think we can do this. I think we can pull this off. It's going to be a little messy. And it may not be Gavin Newsom. It may not be, the heir apparents that are floating around on the news right. Maybe it'll be Jacob Fry. I don't know.
I hope it's somebody new.
Maybe it's somebody new who just kind of comes out of nowhere. We didn't see it coming. Mm-hmm. Kind of like Obama.
Yeah.
Sort of like Donald Trump. We didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
But and maybe it just won't be one person. Maybe it'll be all of us. And I people could say, oh, Jim, that's because you're from this generation that grew up with Star Wars and all that shit. It ain't gonna end that way. I will continue to believe it until I can't believe it anymore, until there is no more. And that's what I bring to this. I refuse to give up. I just won't do it.
All right then, Jim. I feel you, buddy.
I love the way he's talking now that he's gone from CNN.
Yeah,
it was a great episode.
I know he was on MSNBC.
No, he was a White House reporter for CNN.
Oh.
And then something happened. He and Trump got in a fight, and they basically kicked him out. But that episode is really good. I highly suggest you watch it because he talks a lot about in the first term, like behind the scenes and stuff. But it's a great episode. But thank you guys so much for sticking with us. Now we're pushing 2 hours for our show.
I know. But I think we will kind of start calming down a little bit because it's going to be a lot more of the same. I hope, at least. But yeah, the shows do end up being long because it's just like so much we have to talk about at these points in time. So thanks so much for sticking with us. I know they're long-winded. If I could keep them shorter, I would. And sometimes that will happen. Believe me, I try to keep them as short as possible. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, thanks so much again for being here. We loved having some new viewers here that we ain't really seen around, and we always love our OGs that pop in, and just the engagement is just we're so grateful for it all. And so just keep an eye out for we added our Thursday show. We were just doing Mondays, now we got our Thursdays. Katie does the Katie's Corner. I do May Money Sideshow. And, we have Substack articles that we also put out as well. And just lots of fun stuff to engage with us at all the time. Of course, we'll be on Don Lemon sometimes too. So, all the good stuff. But until then, keep it gangster, y'all. Take care of each other. Katie, anything else you want to say? Or are you good?
I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
All right. All right, guys. Deuce.
All I said was there's evil afoot. Evil!